What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Waifuju video. Today, we're going over the top 10 starting pitchers available within the first week and a half of MLB The Show 23. There's a lot of great cards. There's a bunch of 99s that are available. Some of them are really good. Some of them aren't. There are some really other high diamonds like 95s, 97s that are also really good. And I'm going to go over all the ones that I think are the best in this video. A couple disclaimers. I do want to say this is my list. So if you do well with another card that I think is a little bit lower, that is completely fine. You use that guy, you ball out with them. Also, if there's a card not on this list, then you do well with them. Continue to use him. If you're doing well, continue to use them. This is just a guideline for you guys to have an idea of who I think are the best. All right, guys, starting off the list, we have honorable mention number 1, Paul Blackburn. This card is really good for a free 97 pitcher, sinker cutter. Elite, he has 99 break, which is going to be amazing on those, and he has 117 BB9, one of the best BB9s in the game. Pitch is going to go exactly where you want. Issue is the per 9s, hits, and K are a little bit low. Pitcher clutch is also pretty low, so he could be better on those, but he's free, and he's pretty solid. Another honorable mention is Madison Bumgarner, another sinker cutter guy. Good hit per 9, 106, and K per 9. The issue is just he doesn't throw hard enough, and lefties aren't great in the meta right now. If you're facing the guy with collections, Madison Bumgarner is going to get rocked by McGuire, Sosa, and Derek Jeter. And the hot take of the honorable mentions is 95 overall Jacob deGrom. Usually deGrom dominates the meta. I do think with 99s being out this early this year, 96 in hit and K per 9 just doesn't matter as much as it would have early game last year. So deGrom is still going to be good if people can't hit him. Just the lower per 9s and the really low pitcher clutch to 74 makes him definitely not as good as he was. Plus, he only has 74 break. So he does have a couple flaws, unlike what we're used to seeing with deGrom. And starting off the list at number 10 is going to be Rube Foster. We're only basing the Negro League cards off of their boost with the Buck O'Neil captain. So make sure you have Rube Foster in with the Buck O'Neil card. Get the extra boost. He's going to get 25 plus to his hit and BB9, which makes him really good. 109 hit per 9 with a really quirky pitch mix, screwball, four-seam slurve, sinker, forkball is just like nothing like we've ever seen in this game. And I do think Rube is going to be really good. The issues with him are his K per 9, and that's why he's number 10 on this list. 67 K per 9 is not getting the strikeouts you need, but I will have a little bit of faith in his pitch differentials with speeds and his really unique pitch mix that can get some outs and do pretty well for you in ranked. Number 9 is Johnny Cueto, 97 Johnny Cueto, 100 hit per 9, 96 K per 9, sinker, cutter, circle change, four-seam slider, a really good pitch mix, one of the best pitch mixes in the game. Problem is he just throws really slow. He'll top out at 92, despite his stats being pretty solid with, 100 hit per 9, 107 clutch, and 99 break. He is super deceptive too, which is why he makes the list and why I think he's better than Rube, but his speed is just way too slow. Number 8 on this list is another free card, Dustin Maze Team Affinity. He is the highest rated Team Affinity for me. He has outlier on a sinker and a slurve, 108 hit per 9, 93 K per 9, 87 B per 9. It's not terrible, not great. It's somewhere in the middle. But the 99 velo, 99 break. This card's really good, and he's free. And this Dustin May is really solid again. Good option at number 8. Number 7 is going to be the one Leroy Satchel Page. The moments to get these cards were amazing, and the card art is awesome. I do think Satchel is really good, again, with the Buck O'Neil boost. Four-seam curveball, slider, screwball, sinker. Another pretty unique pitch mix. Curveball and screwball are similar, but they are different enough that you'll be able to use both and kind of play off of each other. And then again, the plus 25, he'll have 115 hit per 9, which is insane. I do prefer the pitcher clutch being higher than the hit per 9, at least right now. We'll kind of see how the game plays out, but I do think pitcher clutch being higher is better in the long run. And then the K per 9 is not ideal, so he is going to be number 7 on this list, but he is a really good number 7. Now, our first true 99 by default is 99 overall Bob Feller. This card has a lot of things going right for it. Outlier on the fastball, great pitch mix, great pitch differentials. The issue is the BB9 is not great, and so his sinker and changeup do not have the best control. That's going to be a pretty big problem because those are two pitches you're going to want to use. It's going to hang sometimes, and hung pitches get sent to the moon. Despite really good per 9s at 106 and 108, 125 pitcher clutch is insane. So the stats are great, just the control is not ideal, especially with the best pitches not having that much of control. The lower pitchers are going to have even worse, so Bob is going to be number 6 on this list. Number 5, and this is probably what I'd say top 5 in the rotation if you guys were running one with all the best cards. It's going to be 99 Yu Darvish. He has the exact opposite problem as Bob Feller. He has amazing BB9, and pretty much every pitch is going to go where you want it. His cutter being significantly slower than his fastball and sinker is, I think, insane also. It's also different than the slider. So pitch mix, elite. Pitch differentials, elite. The biggest issue really with him is just the stats are a little bit lower than some of the other cards in this list. 104, 96 is great for the per 9, especially this early. Pitcher clutch, again, being lower than the hit per 9 is an issue I have, but it's not a whole lot lower, so it's not a big deal. 99 velo, 99 break. This card's really good. 5th best starter. Second biggest hot take of this list is 99 Shohei Ohtani is number 4 in this list. I do think the rest of the pitchers in the game are better. 99 Shohei, 107 hit per 9, 103 K per 9. That's great. 92 BB9 is pretty solid. And 123 pitcher clutch, he's going to get up to maxed out at just P2. Slider, four-seam, splitter, cutter, curveball. Everything about this card screams good. He has outlier on his fastball. Like, everything screams good. And he's 99 speed, and he can hit if you want to use him at DH or throw him in the outfield because he can play left, center, and right field. So the card as a whole is amazing to have on your team. I do just think Shohei Ohtani cards are way easier to hit than they probably should be. His motion isn't the best in the game, and it's honestly pretty simple to pick him up. If you're not slicing and dicing and mixing pitches and being creative with them, you're probably going to get hit pretty well. So if you're going to use Ohtani, be warned, be creative. You're going to have to pitch well with him, but I do think the stats as a whole deserve a top 5 in this list. So here he is, number 4. Next up, number 3 is 99 Bob Gibson. Bob Gibson is actually really, really good. We never get an early game Bob that kind of works out to be good in the meta, but I do think this one is amazing. 108 hit per 9 is really good. He'll get over 110 after a couple parallels. 94 K per 9 could be better, but is not bad at all. 99 BB9 is great. And then 125 pitcher clutch. So again, the pitcher clutch, once people are on base, the PCI is going to get even smaller. Outlier on the fastball. Slider is the number 2, and it's a hard slider at that. Good speed differentials between the changeup and the curveball. I don't know, man. Having a fastball with outlier and a slider that's hard is really, really good. And Bob is going to get it done. I also want to say he's free in the XP program, so you'll definitely see him because everybody's going to wind up getting him at some point. And again, he's really solid. The number 2 pitcher in the game is 99 Pedro Martinez. I didn't really know where to put him, and I haven't seen Pedro, and not a lot of people have him, if anybody has him right now, because he is in the set 1 collection with Chipper and Babe Ruth. I know most people are excited to get Chipper and Babe Ruth first, so Pedro is probably going to be most people's 3rd pick. However, 106 hit per 9, it's going to get over 110. 113 K per 9 is probably the best in the game right now that I've seen. 112 BB9 is amazing. Every single pitch is going to go where you want. 99 break. And his pitcher clutch is about the same. It's actually a little higher than his hit per 9, so that's going to go crazy. This card's stats are just unreal. Plus, he has outlier on his fastball. This card does a lot of things right. I'm hoping Pedro's a little bit harder to hit than he's been in years past, because his motion is definitely not super hard to pick up. So if that changed even a little bit, this card's going to be better than I imagined. And the best starting pitcher in the game, to probably nobody's surprise, is 99 Roki Sasaki, the youngster, the 21-year-old from Japan. He was crazy in the WBC. He has double outlier on the sinker and the fastball, so 102 on the four-seam and probably about 97 to 99 on the sinker. His cutter is really slow compared to those also, which is amazing. Forkball, which is faster than the cutter. Very weird. And a decently hard slider. The pitch mix is super unique. Definitely really cool. I don't love double outlier usually, but I do think this card is going to play very, very well. 109 hit per 9 is insane. 112 pitcher clutch is insane. Better BB9 than Bob Gibson. Like, this guy does a lot of things right, and he has a unique windup that we have never seen in this game before. And I don't know, man. This is the best pitcher, I think, by a decently good margin. And that is all of the top 10 pitchers in the game with some honorable mentions. Let me know what you guys think. There are plenty of other great pitchers in this game, but those are the ones that I think are pretty significantly further above the rest. We are in a very right-handed dominant meta, as you guys saw. There's only one lefty with Bumgarner, so hopefully we get some good lefties coming up here soon. Thank you guys again. If you liked the video, make sure you like and subscribe down below, and stay tuned for more tier lists coming in the future. See ya.